From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. The situation, as expected, is kind of changing out there. Snow levels increasing just a tad bit. We're getting into 3,000 to 3,500 foot rain, so we're starting to see more rainfall across the area, especially on the 299 corridor and up I-5, where we're kind of looking into that valley up through Mount Shasta City. That's where you're starting to see more rainfall there as opposed to the snow, but we are still seeing some pretty dang good snow totals in those upper elevations, and we'll continue to do so for a little bit longer as the system kind of spins itself to death here in the North State. Notice out towards the East Mountains and Siskiyou County in the higher elevations, as well as out towards the Trinity Alps, we're still seeing that pretty good snowfall and rainfall across the area, holding showers through tomorrow. Kind of pushes off to the west by tomorrow morning as we're starting out our work week, but it actually becomes a little more scattered, less widespread through tonight and into tomorrow. So I think the bulk of this system, that is to say the most impactful portion, is just about behind us. We're just going to see a few more hours of this heavy precipitation. And then through tomorrow, conditions start to shape up much better in comparison to today. Remember, the atmospheric river index was kind of right there on the precipice between 0 and 1 of the categories, and we're kind of seeing that, right? But as we head through Tuesday, it becomes even better, right? We're going to see maybe a few showers out towards the East Mountains and Modoc County, out towards Alturas and the 395 corridor. But to be quite honest with you, I'm seeing some pretty good indications that even through the valley, we might see some upper 50s near 60 through Tuesday as well. So we'll definitely have some better conditions to look forward to there. Next system coming through as we head through the midweek there and towards Wednesday, Thursday time frame. Looks a little intermittent, but some pretty decent rainfall and showers are possible there. We'll keep an eye on that to see how that evolves. That's our next more widespread precipitation chance, and I think we're going to be right about where we should be as we head into the second week of February with rain chances not looking too much above average. Looks like we're getting most of those really higher rain chances out of here, but still, Pacific Northwest, we might see a little bit of above average rain chances, at least through Valentine's Day. Now, here's why. Pattern stays fairly active. We get this thing swooping in through the midweek. That's what's going to bring those next shower and snow chances across the area. We get this thing out here. Get a little bit more warmer air though. Notice all that purple kind of disappearing. We're kind of getting into the lighter blues. We're not going to be quite as cold as we were with this system or with past systems. Pretty rambunctious waves out there too. Check out this marine forecast through tomorrow. You saw some reds popping up there. We almost got near 20 feet, about 30 nautical miles off the coast, but we're going to be staying in the 12 to 15 foot range for most of us, even double digits along the coast out here south of Eureka. So it's going to be a little bit troublesome, a little bit hazardous out there on the marine forecast for at least the next 24 hours. Now, here's your forecast for the lows tonight. Check those 30s out along the coast. Down the valley, also some upper 30s, lower 40s, still holding those rainfall chances. For the rest of us, 20s is a decent bet, even out towards Lassen and Plumas County. In the higher elevations, we're talking teens as expected. But as we head into tomorrow, a little bit better, right? We're starting to shape up some of those better conditions as we wrap up the weekend and head into the work week. So let's just go ahead and break it down area by area, see what we got in store. Again, midweek, this time frame here, that's probably when we're going to look at that next system moving through, holding this kind of a, I would say 40s range is going to be a pretty reasonable bet. Through tomorrow, we're going to be seeing those mid to upper 40s out through Trinity County. Still a little bit breezy, winds 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the southeast. Gusts to 20 at times are possible. Along the coast, very similar story, but we'll be in the 50s out there up towards Eureka and Point South. And also check those 50s out holding throughout the week with our next more widespread rain chances in this time frame. That's the middle and end portions of this next work week. Hopping up north just a little bit closer to Del Norte County. Very similar story. Wind out of the south 10 to 15 miles an hour. Mid 50s all the way across the board out here through the next several days. I think by the time we're heading through that midweek though, we get a little more Arctic air, get back down into the upper 40s out there. Okay, Siskiyou County. Let's see what we got in store here. Wind a little more gusty out there, kind of expected as you head up further north. Holding steady in the upper 30s, lower 40s range for the foreseeable future. Widespread mid 40s across the areas. Get out towards Mount Shasta City and Weed, you start talking upper 30s and lower 40s there. And then as we head out towards Modoc County, very similar story, right? We're going to be talking those 40s range there. Notice those 30s actually returning with that system towards Wednesday and Thursday as well. Heading out towards the East Mountains, which is where we saw those highest rainfall totals and really those snowfall totals with this system, right? Which is kind of what I'm expecting with that plume of moisture. Upper 30s, lower 40s, reasonable bet there. Looks like we hold that at least until next weekend when some colder air might creep back into the area. Taking a look at the valley. Upper 50s wouldn't shock me. I'm not necessarily saying this will happen, but wouldn't shock me to see one or two of us hit 60 across the area, especially as you head further south towards Willows, down towards Chico. You know, you see some upper 50s there. Not totally out of the question, especially through tomorrow. Notice through Tuesday, you see some 58s on the board. Wouldn't shock me. It might be some pretty decent weather out there. Getting back down to the lower 50s, though, as we head towards the end of the week and heading up towards the northern portions of the valley, up towards Lakehead, Whiskeytown, up towards Shasta Lake. We're going to be back in the 40s and 50s across the area for our Monday. And again, 60, not out of the question for Tuesday, with showers returning by the midweek. Thanks for watching this forecast update. Mike will be back with you tomorrow morning for more fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center. And take it easy.